Okay. And with that, we should be live. Okay, we explored a lot of caves last time. A lot of caves. We need to find more of those Satori things with the cherry blossoms. If we're going to continue, but we can also hit up a whole bunch of shrines. We'll just kind of go where the winds take us and see what we can find. Just knowing that bloopies mean caves is like a huge boon to cave hunting in and of itself. Let's see. Here, there we go. There we go. Now Discord should be able to know we're here. Oh, hello, Adam. You're here very quick. Okay, first of all, as cool as it is to be able to fit 3 different sets together to somehow barely scrape together an attack boost, we need cold resistance for the moment. Okay, what we're looking for is a cherry tree. And I don't think we're going to find one in the desert, so since there are caves in the desert region, assuming that every region has its cherry tree, it's got to be out here somewhere. I'm seeing a shrine. I'm seeing a Gleeok. But I'm not seeing a cherry blossom. Oh. No. Well, it's got to be along this border somewhere. From the last one, we know that they can spawn in an otherwise snowy area. The only 2 that I'm aware of are both on mountaintops, which isn't a very large sample size, so, you know, we'll see. Where am I going? At the moment, I'm just spelunking. Hey there, Buster. I'm looking for, things I haven't done. Looks like I've been down that chasm. If I can find another cherry blossom tree, I could do a whole bunch more caves. But I'll also happily do shrines and other things. I'm just kind of wandering the land, exploring at the moment. I'll probably go visit anything that looks cool enough. No sign of a cherry tree. Well, I'm so glad it gives you that extra flap now. That's real nice. It's real generous. Wow! Wolves are actually gourmet eating. Who'd have guessed? They seem like they'd be lean and not very good eating, but what do I know? I don't go around eating canines. Link apparently does, though. Hello there, Damien. How many surface shrines? I don't know. I've been to a lot of shrines, but when we see a loading screen, we'll see the count. But I don't know how many of them are in surface and how many of them are in the air. I'd have to open up the map and count. This many! Although some of them I haven't actually done yet. I've only touched them and then was busy doing other things. No sign of a cherry tree here either. Yeah, we've already done this cliff. be somewhere adjacent to the desert, unless they put a cherry tree in the middle of the desert, which they could have, actually. They could have done an oasis. Now that I think about it, there is an oasis. We might have to check that. We might just have to. There it is. I don't think there's a cherry tree there. I don't think so. I don't see it. No, I don't think it's there. The problem is I don't know where it would be. What do you mean your number? My phone number? I don't give such things out over the internet. I'm sure you're fine. Oh yeah, no, I like that a lot. The light route to shrine thing was there it is! We see it! That's what I've been looking for. Yeah, the light route to shrine thing was awesome. That was a great idea. It links the worlds a lot better, makes it a lot easier to find both of the things. Because you can just go up and down to see, to compare. No, I really like that. Shrine. I think I actually have flagged that one, right? Yeah, I flagged that one. I just haven't done it yet. There's a lot of really good ideas in this game. This, as much as I do miss the Divine Beasts and the Guardians, this is superior to Breath of the Wild. But I really do miss the Divine Beasts. Those were the best dungeons ever. And the Guardians were, they were pretty cool. They were pretty badass. I kind of miss them too. I thought they'd have put at least one spot in the game where they still crawled around, but well, if they have, I haven't found it. I'm pretty sure they haven't at this point. Alright, let's see. I need... No, not you. I need... you. Get in the dog bowl. Also, morning, James. Hi there. I swear you've got two heads. Alright. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna collect my medallion and put it here. Yeah, this one right... Oh, no. This one right here goes... here. Perfect. Yeah, we're gonna do the Gerudo Desert Caves today. But first we might hit this little patch over here. Eh? Yeah, looks like we got a good cluster of caves to hit up. Yeah, the Guardians were amazing. Their introduction, the first time you see one, when you're in the Great Plateau, it's one of the legless ones. It's terrifying, and then yeah, you can knock their arms off. They were just brilliant. They were just brilliant. They were a fantastic enemy. It's really weird that they didn't leave at least a few of them. Oh, I want your eyeballs. If my reactions were a little bit faster, I could have gotten them. Okay, there's too much water flow here. 1 second. We have the answer to this now. It's still weird that there's no swim speed boosting potion that you can make. I really think there would be. Hey, get over here, you! Ah, got away. Do I have a tool for breaking things? Yes! Yes, I do. Well, this one's about to break. That is definitely a stone talos. Hey, big guy. Greetings! I'm either uncursing you or, stealing your superpower gem. I'm not sure which still, but either way, I'm doing it. Alright! Wakey, wakey. I see. You know what? You with another stone talus heart, and then. Oh no! Ah. Back up him! Get back up him! I'm not wet. Yeah, I'm still wet. Okay, good. Easy. And I'm going to skewer your heart onto this claymore. That mix. Well, this was a good cave. On to the next one. Well, that's funny. I'm still registering another bubble frog. Next cave must be pretty close. Splash fruit meals? Really? Are you sure? Let me check. You might be right. I might be completely mistaken. Yeah, you're right. Ah, okay. There was a swim speed enhancer. I just haven't been cooking splash. I've been thinking of the elemental fruits primarily as combat use and utility. To throw them at things. Probably because cooking most of the fruit is a terrible waste of them. Like the fire fruit is like, I'll boost your attack power if you're in a fire area. Well, that seems dumb. Why would I want that? Okay, what do we got here? Aha! A cave stacked upon a cave. Yiga? Oh! Oh my! What have we discovered here? Can I learn secret Blade Master techniques? I'm so glad I joined the Yiga. Yes! Yes, I'm working very hard to hunt down that warrior you're always speaking of, the swordsman. Yes. Really? Unmade? Wait, what? We can unmake you? There are 5 frog statues. Oh. That doesn't sound like much of a trial. Oh. Well, okay then. Yes. Hold up. I'm going to... Oh, it's been so long since I've done a quest for the Yiga. I'm going to put a diamond here. Okay, hold on. Unbearable cold. We have an answer for that. I kind of feel like I should spend the entire quest dressed as a Yiga, though. doesn't it kind of feel like I should do the whole quest as a Yiga? I think it does. But I'm going to be going into caves the whole time, too. No, I should do the whole thing dressed as a Yiga. I really should. Alright, alright. My 1 defense armor. What we'll do is we'll cook a couple quick meals. Here they are. Alright, the first one will be something to keep us warm. And I have basically an unending supply of hot peppers. They're here somewhere, I swear. Here they are. This will keep me good for the night. Oh, hey, a critical hit. 12 minutes ain't bad. Where'd you go? There they are. And I'll make one more. I've already got the stuff for cool me off. So, gotta check out that one, but hold on, wait a minute. Okay. I'm still running from cave to cave. Oh, who's this? Hi there!
Aww.
I might be able to help you. There you go.
Huh?
I'll give you 10 of them. I'll give you 50 of them. I'll give you all the peppers you want.
Oh.
And remember, it was your friendly Yiga clan who helped you out. Wow, he didn't give me anything. He just disappeared. Oh, well, what's this hole? Not much of a name for a cave. Why do these caves never have cool names? Air balloon, rockets, wood, lots of different ways to potentially get out. Or I could just, you know, ride these air rifts. Oh, these are downdrafts. No, there's sand? Okay, I don't know what's going on. Okay, never mind. I could probably still just ascend out of here. Oh, what have we got here? Hold on, I need an actually, this is a pretty good weapon. But I'm gonna use a spear. Best way to fight Horriblin. Honestly, spears are just amazing in general. No, I don't want that. No, don't put a golden apple on an arrow, silly. Wonderful. A harvest of eyes. Oh wow, James left real quick, didn't he? Alright. treasure chest. What pain in the butt it would be to collect. Better to switch into the Zora armor, but if you're gonna do something as a Yiga clansman, you gotta stick with it the whole way. Oh, hey, Heather. I'm doing a quest for the Yiga clan. I love that I've just got membership with them. Okay, what we need to do is we need to get over to that. Huh. Okay. You want me to find a shrine stone somewhere, don't you? Do tumbleweeds float? I suppose they might. I find I have no idea. Huh. I don't know. We know the rules. Skip. I can't skip. We know the rules. Just point your laser pointer. Thanks. Off that way somewhere, huh? Okay. Getting out of this river seems like it's gonna be a pain. Unless, of course, I were to use a device. Yes, here, fishy, 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 fishy. Oh. Well, alright, let's see. How about one of the... shit, where are we? This thing. Really? They're right there! Alright, I pulled them out of the ground for you. Try again. Hey, is that a fallen star? I need those. Pointing underground, I suppose. Yeah, I haven't been in this cave yet. That's where the shrine thing is gonna be. So many caves in this area. Let's just get that falling star real quick. I need a bunch of them, actually. Faster, Link, faster! Geez, there's a ton of caves I haven't been into in this area. This place is just loaded. Thanks for pausing your descent from the sky long enough for me to find you. It was awful polite of you. Oh, I don't have a bow right now. Oh, that's not right. It's an awfully powerful bow. Oh, come on. There. Okay, back to following the laser. Which appears to be pointing all the way to here when I thought it was pointing underground. Oh, look at that, sitting in a pile of tumbleweeds. Wow. Did this entire adventuring party all get putzed out by random status effects from the land? Huh. No, my flying craft is terrible still. One of these days I'm gonna build some horrible super weapon. Or perhaps an aircraft carrier to deployment of smaller, nastier weapons. And the world will know to fear my name. Alright, this is gonna require... Well, I suppose this can get me at least part of the way there. And then I'll seal the control rod. This is one piece. Okay. Alright, I'll just do it like this. Ah! How about a six-wheeled car? A true all-terrain vehicle, perhaps? Yeah, we'll see how it does when it gets in water. Hi. Quest thing, but hey you, where do you need to get? Point. Good, I'm already going that direction. I was hoping. Alright, you can be added to my luggage compartment. Luggage, correct? You're welcome. Don't jump without my permission, car. Somebody was telling me that there was a better way to build it. I tried looking it up once. I've never been able to quite get it right. One of these days, I'll just watch a tutorial on how to build it. I'll admit it's mildly annoying that the internet had found a superior design. But, I mean, you know, there's only so many ways you can build a minimalist thing. And once you realize that one fan can't lift you, but two fans are enough, like, how many designs could there possibly be that are minimalist? Have they started making mods? Not if Nintendo can stop them. I'm sure somebody out there is gonna try. Breath of the Wild had a really... It had a modding scene going on. Point Crow had funded some of it. They had created multiplayer, 4-player of the previous Zelda game. Cool shit like that. And then Nintendo comes along and plays the no fun police and take it all away. I don't know, man. If I was a modder, and I have modded things before, but anyway, if I were gonna make mods, I would mod a game that wasn't Nintendo. I'd be like, you know what, maybe I'll go mod XCOM instead or something. I would really love to make my own XCOM game. I would really love, one day I gotta make my own. I have so many ideas. I want to do an XCOM game where you play as the aliens and invade Earth. But I'd also really like to make an XCOM game where it's a fantasy world, where you're analyzing, like, all these horrible monsters are bursting through to Earth from some other dimension or some shit. You're fighting them off, studying them, dissecting them, making Magitech weapons and things. Great. Alright, we saw a cave over here. Let's have a look at it. Definitely a cave I'm supposed to be paddling a boat through. The meta build. Yeah, well, mine is wrong. It doesn't fly straight. It's terrible. So, my build is crap. The internet figured out the correct way to do it. There's, I have a few ideas for other designs I might try. At some point, I'm just gonna try to make it a death rover. But not while I'm spelunking for caves, because I know every time I go into a cave, it's gonna disappear. Every time I go into a cave or shrine, I know whatever I build will disappear. So before building something big, I gotta be like, it's either gotta be something small and disposable and cheap, or I have to be doing explorations that don't involve... The game's all about shrines and caves. I don't know what to say. It doesn't really go together with giant death machines, but, you know, I want a giant death machine. Oh, hi. I can't upgrade this Giga armor without Octorok eyeballs, but Octoroks always fail to give me their eyeballs. Greedy Octoroks, just not willing to share their eyeballs. What the hell? Oh shit, this is one of the things. Alright. Well, we'll advance a little in our Yiga quest. I suppose I should turn my attention to getting this done. Where's them bananas? There they are. Am I allowed to take the bananas back? Ah! You ate them! Stupid frog! You ate my bananas! Those are mine. Now I kind of want to eat the banana, but I don't have any in the house right at the moment. That's actually on my to-do list if I ever get a time machine, too, to find out how the old-timey bananas taste. To get my hands on them. I mean, I should be doing the quest, but there are caves. Oh, what's this one? Hold on, I have the solution to these guys. I keep a full suite of magic wands, or scepters. And I just happen to have your Bane. Because as I said, I keep literally a stock of every single kind of magic scepter. If something has a weakness, I've got it! Not a lot of enemies have weaknesses, though. Well, actually, I should say most enemies have the same weakness. stabby, pointy things being stabbed and pointed into them. That's the weakness of a lot of things. No, actually, Damien, that's actually the backwards, believe it or not, supposedly. So what happened was, the original bananas that took the world by storm that everybody loved, they were destroyed by some kind of horrible fungus or something. They were supposed to be the tastiest thing ever, but they were wiped out, just destroyed. So the bananas that we have today are a substitute. They're a hardier crop that's got, I think they've got a thicker peel, they transport better, they last longer on a shelf. They have all the things that a storekeeper would want a banana to do. And they don't get killed by this horrible fungus that wiped out the previous species. But they're not as tasty, or at least I am told... they're not as tasty. Because I have no way of finding out, because my time machine isn't working yet. Actually, Red Delicious apples were supposedly really tasty back in the day too. Red Delicious apples weren't this red and perfect. They didn't look perfect like this. They didn't have such a thick skin and a mushy inside the way they do now, but that made it more bruise resistant, better to transport, all sorts of things. The Red Delicious we have today is supposed to be inferior to the original. And the guy who made the Honeycrisp apple, that's why he made the Honeycrisp apple. He was trying to create a really good apple again. Like a really tasty apple. And then he got really mad because they started doing the things that made, you know, the Red Delicious what it was. He's like, no, this apple's supposed to be all about taste and crispness, and you're ruining it. And that made him real mad, and I think he made another kind of apple. Apples are actually fascinating. So, if you were to just plant apple trees, you'd get crappy apples. Like, the results wouldn't be that great. Each apple tree would essentially produce something random, of a random quality. If you got a really good apple, like you plant like 5,000 apple trees, and one of them is like this amazing, super tasty, super good apple, and you want more of that apple, what you do is you basically clone it 1,000,000 times. You basically cut pieces off of the tree and graft them onto another tree. And you just keep doing that forever. And that's kind of how apples work. So, like a brand name like Yellow Delicious or Granny Smith or whatever, those apples are all kind of clones of the same thing. This is my understanding. If I'm mistaken about anything and there's an apple expert out there, do correct me, but this is how I understand it. I know a lot more about things like potatoes and stuff that I actually plant. I've never grown fruit trees. I really would, though. I would love to have fruit trees. I would love to have nut trees. And remember, it was the Yiga clan who helped build your sign. Yes. The Yiga clan needed better PR, and I'm on the job. Banana muffins. Banana nut muffins? Yeah, there's a ton of things. If I had a time machine, I'd do a ton of stuff. I'd be like, hey, looks like my DeLorean needs some gasoline so it can hit, what was it, 77 miles per hour? Well, I'll just go back in time to when gas was 10 cents a gallon and a dozen guys run out of the shop to wipe your car down while you're buying gas at that ridiculously cheap price. Look at all these. Aha! I suspected you were hiding something. Ooh, double durability up? I think that's what they all do now. Shit, how many of those do I have? I'll drop the old Lionel shield. I know that thing is worn. I think I can crawl under there, maybe. Hello? Big lizards? Oh. Hi.
Yeah.
Could have put my fireproof armor on, but they didn't seem worthy of such considerations. A macadamia tree. Wow. Macadamia nuts are expensive, too. I think it's cashews. Cashews are like poisonous, or they're something about the cashew tree is poisonous. I forget the details. But yeah, macadamia nut tree. Man, that would be cool. Well, clearly this is where that guy should have hidden. Oh, hi! Sneaky Bubble Frog. Thought you could hide from me, did you? Foolish Bubble Frog. I am here to wipe your species off the map. To exterminate you all! Or possibly uncurse you all. I'm really unclear on what's going on with this. I might find out when I feed all of your cores to that guy. I don't know, it seems like an unhealthy addiction. Some form of monomania that he's developed. What is this? A train car? Well, it's interfering with my climbing, whatever it is. Seems to have been the wall of something. Oh. Oh, hey, it's one of the gumball machines. It's always good to find another one of those. Oh, yes, of course, right. Yes, I rescued everyone for you. Yeah, probably.
Oi!
Who are you now? Earth's food mostly tries to hurt us one way or another. There's a limited selection of what we can grow up here for fruit. We get a ton of blueberries, strawberries, like just all kinds of berries. Bearberries, cloudberries, raspberries, lots of raspberries. But when it comes to fruit trees, I think I could graft cherries onto onto choke cherry trees. I think I could graft real cherries onto them if I wanted. I know there are some kinds of nuts that can be grown up here, but I don't know the details. I've never really worked with trees much. We grow the biggest cabbages, we do carrots, potatoes. You'd be surprised. We can grow a lot of great crops in a very short growing season, and they grow big. Having 24 hours of direct sunlight does amazing things to a plant. I really think there should be more farming done up here. I know they do a bunch in the Matsu Valley, but I think a lot of farming should be done up here, just in general. Oh, well, that's nice of you.
Ooh.
Marionberries? I don't know about that. I believe gooseberries.
Oh. Oh.
Exploring ruins. Not super interested in that at the moment. I have a gumball machine to investigate. And then I need to slip back to feeding bananas to rocks. I don't know if we can do blackberries. I don't see why not, but I've never seen any up here. But blueberries grow wild all over the place. They're low bush blueberries, though, so you end up having to travel around a lot. I've got this thing that you can that's really good for picking the berries quickly. And yeah, there's a ton of blueberries that grow wild up here. They're not big sweet berries, though. They tend to be more tart than the kind of stuff you get from a store. Alright, steaks. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Steaks, springs, big wheels. I mean, I am glad to get more steaks. Oh, batteries. Interesting. Not super excited about this one. Currently, the best one in the world to me is this one over here by Terrytown. Because this one contains both fans and rockets. But also, I use a lot of small wheels. It's got steering sticks, big wheels, like nothing bad on the list. Every single one of those items is useful to me. So I think that's the best gumball machine in the game that I've found so far. Although, you know, there are other ones that I have to go to for other things. Hello. Alright, maybe I'll examine this a little bit. I am mildly... Hey, what are you doing here? Why, hello!
Oh. Oh.
Like you could tell me not to pass, as if your corroded spear could stop me. Pour water on my head.
Ah. Oh. 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 Ah.
Oh boy, thank you.
Ah. Huh?
Really? I'll be thrown in jail if I'm dressed as a Yiga. Holy shit, I finally figured out how to get into their prison. Finally! Oh my gosh, I've been trying to figure that one out for a while, and it never even occurred to me. Dress as a Yiga assassin, and they'll imprison me on sight. Brilliant. Well, now I know what to do. There's a dragon near me. Alright, I'm gonna pull out a stake. Alright, and this should get me up to the ceiling. Alright, now I'm on the other side of that. Okay. Well, alright then. There we chilly again. Well, that's why I made these. Alright, this way. Did I redo this cave? Yeah, this is the cave that came out. Right, yes, okay, that was the one with no, that's the one with oh, hello, what is this? Ice lizards! Well, I've got your number, too. I'm used to electric lizards hanging in the desert. You're making yourselves hard to hit. But it won't save you in the end. Not from me. Got more of them. No? Yeah, okay. Green chili seeds. Weird ass trees. Huh. I don't know what to make of it, because I don't know what you planted. And I've never tried to grow chili peppers. Do they have regulations on your resources? I'm not sure what you mean. I mean, I know there are some plants you're not supposed to import. But I mean, that's true of, like, everywhere. But, other than that, no, I don't think so. I can't think of any regulations. I'm sure that there are, because there's always a million laws you don't know exist, but I don't know. If you try to buy property and work it, there'll be a bunch of regulations on what you can and can't do with your own property, of course. Oh, we're sorry, this is listed as a navigable waterway. What do you mean? It's just got some marshy mosh. There's not a river or really any water on it. Nope. It's legally considered navigable waterway. You're not allowed to construct anything that involves building a pad. Pad? You mean like where you make a foundation with gravel and shit? Well, that just means you can't build buildings on it then. Yes, I'm being very specific because what I'm speaking of right now is not hypothetical. There are, of course, regulations on what you can and cannot do on your own property. Because that's what governments do, I guess. I don't know. But anyway. I don't own a farm. I own, like, a home garden. It's a large garden, but still, it's a garden. So, I've never had any problems with any such things. I had a nice hothouse in the past. I had a year. I love cucumbers. We haven't grown cucumbers in quite some time. Cucumbers were always difficult, but I had a year where the cucumbers were the most amazing crop I ever had. We had so many cucumber plants. It was wonderful. And then some horrible fungus got into the hothouse. It was on all their leaves, and they all died. It was brutal. I haven't tried to do cucumbers since. Tomatoes are awesome too. You can grow tomatoes real well up here. You wouldn't think you would because tomatoes are a hot weather kind of thing. But our summers are hot enough. Our summers are hot enough. You can do tomatoes. Generally, when winter hits, you want to bring them in before it starts getting cold, and then keep them indoors to get as much as you can out of them. I've never understood why people grow flowers. I've just never understood it. Like, I conceptually, like, I get it, but I don't get it, if that makes any sense. It's like, you could grow flowers, or you could grow vegetables. You could grow pretty vegetables, but still, you want to eat them, right? Why would you go through all the trouble to plant something you can't eat? Broccoli and cauliflower grow good up here too. Crap, we're gonna have a problem now. Oh, almost. No. 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 Yeah, okay. Alright. Can I get away with this? Well, that one's lost. Alright, what do we got? We got these. These will work. We'll make a salad out of those. And, what else? Ah, here we go. These'll work. Alright, that should get me up this cliff. Oh. Also, we have these. Yeah, those work too. Instead of using your weakness, I'm just gonna beat you down. I always found it supposed to be a pain in the ass. They jump all over the place and just make themselves difficult. Alright, where'd the other one go? We beat 2 of them, didn't we? Guys, what did you do with the other one? Oh well. How long is this game? Yes! But if flowers have medical benefits, well, if they have medical benefits, then you have a reason to cultivate them. There's also plenty of flowering, you know, edible things, edible flowers. I would love to have cherry trees. I mean, imagine it. You get the beautiful pink flowers, and you get cherries. That'd be great. We've got a lot of cottonwoods up here. They're an invasive species. So instead of our air being filled with, you know, beautiful pink petals falling through, no, our air gets filled with cottonwood. I don't happen to be allergic, but other people are. And it makes them miserable. And it's an invasive species, so, you know. There's really no getting rid of the things. I have no idea if it's true or not, but local rumor is that somebody wanted a cottonwood tree for their property and had it in the back of their pickup truck, driving down the highway with it releasing its seeds all along. And you know, although it's an unconfirmed rumor, or at least I didn't bother confirming it, I can believe somebody would be dumb enough to do that. Or I should say, inconsiderate enough. Oh, a tar pit! Yay, lovely tar baths. Okay, here's the next one. It's just a regular frog decoration. And then I give it a banana. And it reveals its true nature. It was actually a ninja the whole time. I guess I can use this cobble crusher for a second. More salt. What do I do with all the salt I find everywhere? Like huge chunks of salt, too. Oh my gosh! Oh, is that why that one was there? I see. Those stumpy little legs ain't gonna do it. Well, there's a cobble crusher. Oh, well, that was broken. Great. I guess I should use... Oh, the Master Sword's ready again. Go. This armor provides like one defense. Fighting as a Yiga clansman is awful. Fear the Master Sword! Wasn't there something called Spectacle Rock in the other Zelda game? I feel like there was a Spectacle Rock. Was it the Game Boy game? Super Nintendo one? I swear Spectacle Rock was from a previous Zelda game. Oh, you're so close! Haha! When it's on top of them like this, they're easy. When it's behind them, there's some really awkward places the viewpoint can be, where they become a true pain to fight. I'm gonna staple this to the Master Sword. There we go. Yeah. Now it's even better at breaking rocks, which is really its primary purpose, you know. Ugh, it's gotten hot again. Well, I'll either stay in... Even in the shade, it's too hot. Oh my gosh. Okay, don't worry, Link. We got an answer for that. It's these. Yes, eat these mushrooms, and this will solve all of your problems. I don't know how that works, but it does. Wish I had that. What? Who's Zelda? Oh, she doesn't remember anything anymore anyway. Ever since she sacrificed herself to, live a cursed life for the last 10,000 years or whatever. Yeah, it's fine. She's not worried. Okay, yeah, let's go to this one. The Yiga clan need my help. A bot? Oh no, was this in my Discord? Oh. Well, anyway, good job, bot. Kicking a bot. You know the bots are going to become impossible to deal with very soon. I'm told that Twitter is already having an absolute storm of automatic generated AI posts. Currently, they're still easy to pick out if you can type in one of the canned responses that they give all the time, like, I can't answer your question because I'm a, what does it call itself? A language model or something? So anyway, you're still able to expose them for the moment. Or find them very easily, but that's probably not going to stay true much longer. I've already come to the point where anything that I see on the internet, I just am going to assume, going forward, that it's all fake. Like, I can't trust any of it. Pictures, I can't trust them. Video, very soon, I might as well just start now. Anything on the internet is fake. Posts, people. In the world of Chat GPT and the like. Ah, remember when I came to this place and I couldn't figure out what the frog was for? This is what the frog was for. What do you got in your backpack there? Oh, just berries. I'll let you keep them. But yeah. In the very soon future, I'm just gonna take it that there are no people on the internet. Even YouTube channels. No, it's probably a bot. Like, I'll just assume everything's a bot until proven otherwise. This is the world we're gonna live in now. There's no escape. There's no escape. Yeah, sure, we'll do this again, and then we'll hit the last two and finish this quest, and we'll be a Blade Master. But can I trust your videos? Ah, YouTube comments. I see. Mushroom. Yes, you can. You can solve most of your issues with. You know, you could. That could just be a challenge. The fungus only challenge. You're not allowed to eat anything but mushrooms in the game. You'd be able to do a lot, though. You'd be able to do a lot with just that. You could do the attack up from Razor Shrooms, the defense boost from Iron Shrooms. You've got the stealth boost from the stealth ones. Hot and cold. Volt Shrooms if you want electric resistance. There's two different kinds that just do healing, but neither of them are particularly great. Healing would probably be the toughest thing. Maybe you'd make it mushrooms and meat. Yeah, that would be the challenge. The high protein diet. That would be the name of the challenge. It would be mushrooms and meat. And maybe you could let yourself have acorns or something too. Those have protein, right? I honestly, I know a lot of nuts do, but I don't know about acorns. Maybe? Alright. We're gonna finally take the Yiga clothes back off in a minute. We just have these last two. Rope. You can trust me, they're not bot material. But you see, that's the thing. Some of the bots will be obviously too perfect in their play, but then there'll be a lot of bots that are programmed to play badly on purpose. You know? No, the big thing is gonna be when they really get this shit together. It's gonna be, there's gonna be a ton of people being accused of bots. Can you prove you're not a bot? That kind of thing you can expect coming. But what it's gonna be is they're gonna get really, really, really impossibly good at playing games first. Then the ones that are really good at being funny and entertaining and understanding what's going on in the game will be the next level, and it'll probably be two different bots working together, one talking and one playing in communication. Then they have to get it so that the one that's playing the games makes mistakes in the most amusing ways possible. Like, just enough mistakes and errors and imperfections to pass as human, with the bot being funny. And then, you see, right now we're in the stage where if a bot is playing a game, they'll advertise, "This is an AI play! Isn't this amazing?" But that'll only go for so long. I'm always checking behind the waterfalls. I think it's all the way... Was it all the way up or all the way down? I think it's up. Alright. Really wish I'd found the climbing gear. Although I'm doing this as a Yiga, so I wouldn't be able to wear it even if I had. Alright. I'm the greatest Yiga. I climb waterfalls. For the clan! Oh yeah, mushrooms also give you the best stamina recovery. That's right. Yeah, mushrooms really do a lot. Hi, I did it.
Oh. Oh.
Yes, of course. Glory to Master Koga and all that. Oh shit, there was a shrine. Cool. I mean, I've gotten a ton of those by kicking you guys as... Wow, this one's not rusty! This one's in perfect condition! Neat! Force a bot to play Terror from the Deep on hard difficulty. Give one of these programs enough time of playing it over and over again, and they'll be better than we are. I mean, it's not hard for them to be better than me. They could just push random buttons and, you know, they'd be at least my equal, right? But, clan assassin should do this shrine as well. It is here in our territory. I'll tell you some secrets of exposing bots for the current generation. If it's a chat bot, ask it some kind of riddle. Unless it's heard it before, they generally won't be able to figure it out. Like if you talk about if the riddle is something about a plane crashing at the border of two different countries, I don't know, the border of the U.S. and Mexico, whatever, where do they bury the survivors? An AI won't figure out that you don't bury the survivors. It's a trick question. Unless it's heard that one before, which, the big ones like GPT have heard them all before. If you want to figure out, see, people always talk about how bots can't draw hands. The art bots, the diffusion models, also have an insanely hard time drawing staircases and chairs. They've actually figured out hands. Hands don't. They can draw hands correctly. Maybe 3 out of 5 times now. But they cannot do chairs and staircases. They fail and draw all kinds of wonky shit all the time. There's just staircases that are just obviously wrong because the steps are not the same size. You don't have staircases with variable heights. You don't have... the chairs are just weird. There's a ton of just... I find calling them AIs to be just wrong. To the point it kind of pisses me off, because they're not even vaguely AI. But the marketing has people convinced, oh yes, that's what these things are. No, they aren't. They really, really are not. Not even slightly. They're tools. So there's 2 different kinds of art models that are being used. You've probably only seen the diffusion models. And how the diffusion models work is, for simplicity's sake, imagine that somebody took a big fistful of glitter and just threw it all over the floor. And then they sat down with a pair of tweezers and just started trying to make a picture by picking up one piece of glitter at a time and forming it into a picture. That's sort of what the diffusion models are doing. That's your Dolly, that's your Midjourney, that's your Stable Diffusion. Those are the diffusion models. The other form that's a lot less talked about is the GAN models. I have not been able to touch any of them yet. I really would like to try the drag GAN model, which is, if it lives up to what it was shown, it will be the coolest tool ever. Because you can grab an object within an image and move it. Like, imagine if you could take a picture and you could turn a head, move open something's mouth, those sorts of things. I know, it probably sounds really weird, but it's like just imagining having a Photoshop tool that could do that sort of thing. It sounds really fun. But yeah, you can grab limbs and just move them around, puppet them, as if it was a puppet, but done to images. Anyway, the GAN model works adversarially with the computer arguing with itself. It's got a whole thing going on in it. But yeah. But there's nothing AI-like about either of these models. It really isn't. The large language models are perhaps easier to explain. Like, people think that they're intelligent, people think that they're lying, people think that they're, you know, this and that. No. No, they're not. As far as we're concerned, you might consider them lying, but they're not. Assuming, setting the censorship aside, because they're all super censored right now. But setting that aside, if you downloaded one of the models that was uncensored, they'd work the same way. You can basically recreate what the computer is doing with a pair of scissors and a handful of pieces of paper. Clipping up sentences into words and assembling them. What they actually are is they're prediction models. The simplest way to explain what ChatGPT and all these other things are, it doesn't matter what model it is, Falcon, Wizard LM, whichever one it is, they're all the same thing at their core. It's a predictive text model. It's trying to predict the next most likely word to come up in a sentence. So, if you were to make a super simple one that just greets you, it would know a bunch of standard greetings. Hi, how are you? How's the weather? The weather is, if somebody asks, how's the weather? The response is, it is raining, or, oh, I hate the heat, or, so if you were to go up to it and say, hi, how's it going? It would say, hi back. How's the weather? It would say, let's see, common response, oh, I hate the rain. You look outside the window, it's not raining. It's just because it's a predictive text model, just predicting the most likely sentence. And it has in its database 100 instances of people saying it's raining, 100 sentences of people complaining it's too hot, 50 sentences of people saying it's snowing, and it's just trying to predict the most likely sentence to come up. The smallest models that are functional that I'm aware of are at 6 billion parameters. That means they shoved 6 billion things into it. And it blenderized and chewed them up and turned them into its internal thing that it then uses to answer your questions. The biggest models that aren't big tech, the biggest models people can have on their own computers from open source, I think I've seen 70 billion parameters. 70 billion parameters. That's a lot. And the open source ones right now are all getting more and more specific. They're like, I want a model that does computer code for me. Yes, I'd like a model where I can show it my program and it can tell me what's wrong with my code. Why would I put the complete works of William Shakespeare in there? That would be stupid. I wouldn't put those in. No, just computer programming stuff. I'll make a 13 billion parameter model that just has all the computer programming textbooks, every forum post I can find, like everything I can find about computer programming goes into it. The big tech answer, your ChatGPTs, your Bards, Google is sticking this shit in like everything. You might not have noticed, but if you have Gmail, there's an AI button in your Gmail now that will help you write your emails. They're putting it in everything. But yeah, what those are is they took the other solution because they know they can't compete with the open source. They've done what only big tech can afford to do. They've made them really big. Really, really, really big. With insane computer power to handle it. So your ChatGPT for, I don't know how many billions of parameters it's got, But they just basically shoved the entire. They just shoved everything, every book, every forum post, everything on the internet, everything they could find. They shove into it, and they're like, "Oh my God, it can do math." You fed it all the math textbooks. "Oh my God, this AI is so smart, it can do computer programming." You fed it every computer programming book, didn't you? "I can write poetry." You fed it all the poetry on Earth. Yeah, it probably can. "This is so smart." No, it's still just a predictive model. It has no intelligence still. It's just a predictive model. I know how it works, sort of. But they've really overhyped it. Yeah. And then, a lot of it is weights and algorithms to try to get it to give coherent results. What they call prompt engineering seems to mostly be in a few steps. The first step is to establish its mindset. I kind of made up that word. I don't know what word they're using for it, but the basic idea is you start out by saying, I don't know, you are a brilliant editor. You work, you whatever, a whole spew of, like sometimes they'll do several pages long of a prompt describing what I'd refer to as mindset, which seems to be pointing somewhere. It just seems to help it know where in the database that it has that it's looking for its answers. But yeah. Anyway, as I said, they don't actually lie. When they say something that's not true, they're just doing what they always do. They're just trying to find words that predict how the sentence should go. That's what they're always trying to do. That's all they're capable of doing. As I said, I find it fairly annoying, all the misconceptions about what this tech is, because it's way less magical than people are making it out. It is, however, going to take a whole lot of jobs away. That much is true. It's automation. I've said this before, but there was a time when every single household had a sewing machine. Every family had to have a sewing machine to function. You just had to have one. And that's all well and good. And then along comes this guy in the 1700s who invents a machine that can run, instead of one spool, it can run, I think it was 6 spools simultaneously. So now you're able to run 6 spools of thread simultaneously instead of 1. And the next thing you know, people are hooking them up to water wheels so that it's automated. And I believe it was 1,000 spools. One operator in a factory was able to operate 1,000 spools of thread. And we're still in the 1700s. We haven't even reached the 1800s yet. The Industrial Revolution had one person doing the work of 1,000 people. And you can bet that there were tons of people who railed against, it's not homemade, it's not this, it's not that anymore, it's lost the human touch. But, when 3 or 4 factories can meet the entire textile needs of a country, it doesn't really matter what people think. It's done. It's happening now. It's done. There's no going back. Now, you can still make your own clothes if you want. And there probably was a couple generations, several generations where people did continue making their own clothes. Some people, at least. Yeah. Okay, let me see. That's you. I see 4 in front of me, and I've been to all of them. Okay, good. Alright, I've been to those. We're gonna have to go this way. Astapot, what's the meaning of life? To destroy humanity? I always point people towards universal paper clips. If you want the warning against the dangers of AI, that's the best one. What could possibly go wrong? Militaries could decide to let the bots, have drones with guns on them. That could go very wrong. That is an obvious mistake. Really? In Visual Studio? I don't know a ton about that. I haven't tried looking at any of the ones that do code yet. I've heard of Code Whisperer. I've heard of Wizard Coder LM, I believe it was called. Falcon AI is interesting. Falcon is another open source one. It was designed, if I understand it correctly, it's a 40 billion model, so it's big. You'd have to have a pretty good computer to run it. But, as I understand it, it was a translation tool. It was just made to translate one language to another, and this translated it to actually being really good at explaining how computer programming worked. Just, they put programming languages in like it's another language, and they have a tool specifically designed to translate text and explain what it means. And it was really good at working with code as well, unexpectedly. Or at least that's what I heard. I'll tell you, anything that can look at your code and tell you what's wrong with it. Yeah, that one's just a force of good. If it can just help you find why your code is not working, then that one is your friend. That one will add years to your life, because you won't lose years of your life pulling your hair out and having ulcers from the stress. Why? Everything about this should work. Why is it not working? Either you've lived it or you have no idea what I'm rambling about. The Programmer's Lament. Okay, seems like we've done all the caves in this area, I think. So I'm gonna get up to a higher position. One last check. Just want to make absolutely sure I'm not missing one. Yep, seems like it. Everything's good. Okay. So we're gonna go back to the tree, give another apple, and then we're gonna shoot ourselves out of a tower and look around. My original plan was to go into the desert, so, I mean... Actually, I should just warp. I don't know about the military creating Skynet. Aliens in Dark Descent. Yeah, I did hear that one of the militaries tried giving drones AIs in a mock thing to see to test it, and I can't remember how it went. They told the AIs to do something, and the AIs would come up with the most logical path, which ended up being bombing the generals giving the orders. And I can't remember how they got to that, but you look at it and you're like, yeah, that would be the most direct solution to do what you asked. The AIs were smart. You got to be smarter than your tools. I forget how it came to that, though. Yeah, them writing their own script, that's just... If humanity has to make that mistake, let's do it now before they have bodies. They're developing robot bodies right now, you know? So if we're gonna do something incredibly stupid, now's the time to do it. Alright. Those are all the ones I just hit. Now we've got the whole desert before us. None of those mountains are getting lit up, though. Also, I'm going to take something from you, Mr. Dragon. As an attack of opportunity, I'm going to snatch your horn. I'm going to snatch something off your horn. Oh, hey, there's a falling star, too. I snatched it out of the air. Yeah, there you go. Ugh. Oh, annoying. Ugh. Gotta get the scepters. You know what? Screw it. Just die! Oh, it broke. I knew it was about to break. Alright, well, I'm just gonna finish you off with this. How'd you like my new 8-fold blade? Oh yeah, I finished my Yiga stuff. You know what? I can just wear clothes again. Oh yeah! Alright. The cold isn't a problem anymore. Alright, we have a ton of caves to explore over here. Let's start with this one over here. Have I been in this one? I've been in this one, haven't I? I've definitely been in this one. Yes. Ah, okay, that's what it was. Well, they wanted an efficient bot that could problem solve. one day the internet just stops working and disappears, I'll just assume that somebody let the bots modify their own code, and they went and they did something they shouldn't have. And now we had to stop having an internet to stop them. It was the only way. No, actually what I worry about, more fundamental issues, even without anybody doing anything mischievous, even without anyone trying to do anything bad, there are ways that the bots could just wreck shit. So, for example, autonomous agents. If you're familiar with the concept, if you're not, well, the simplest way to explain is you have an AI that figures out how to solve a problem. It then goes and it asks ChatGPT questions, comes back, thinks about them, asks it more questions, and so on, right? Very simple program. There's one called AutoGPT. Anyway, you now have ones that will make more agents. So the first AutoGPT will go out and it will start a second and a third and a fourth, like a Meeseeks box, until it, you know, just has however many agents it needs to solve the problem. Thing is, the internet isn't really built for this. Internet traffic can already get too high and things can break down and you can have all kinds of problems, right? Denial of service, sites going down just because too much traffic, sites getting real slow. Now imagine if everybody could be, rather than just one person on the internet, they could have, through autonomous agents, 1,000. Just, they're now 1,000 trying to use the internet. No, my blade! I earned that! Oh, this is gonna be a pain in the butt. Alright. Change of plans. First off, I should use this up so it can start recharging. There we go. Next! A sled. And a steering stick. And a fan. Oh, there we go. Wonder where I'm going. Yes, you're shooting electric out your sphincter. Oh. I need a sword. I am a Yiga Blade Master! I fear my blade! You're terrible. suppose I could improve upon the Yiga blade a little bit. How about a silver rhino horn? I don't know, that seems dubious to me. But then again, I don't think anything about that guy would surprise me. He's super suspicious. I don't think we're gonna be seeing AGI anytime soon. I know that's the big thing. Everyone's like, "Oh my God, we're there." I don't really think we are. Hey, I could be wrong. Don't believe all the experts over me by all means. I just don't think so yet. The way that these things are, I just don't think they're gonna do it. The way we've made them right now. I think AGI is gonna have to be on a functionally different, different kind of tech. That said, the tools that we have are going to be absolutely amazing at causing a whole lot of change, obsoleting a whole bunch of jobs, and with that tech, they may be able to make huge leaps in other fields, which may eventually lead to AGI. But I don't think it'll be the large language models we have now. I don't think the large language models we have now will become AGI. I don't see it. But I'm not the experts, so... Oh yeah, YouTube blocks people all the time. That's why I put the screen up. That's what actually convinced me to keep chat down below me, is because YouTube hides shit all the time, and I really hate that. So, yeah, what you see down there is what people are actually saying. It's not that YouTube can't hide things from me, but they're just less likely to do so, I guess. Of course, that also means I'm putting some trust in you all not to do things that'll get me in trouble. But I've never had any issues, so, you know. The day that YouTube decides to strike my channel, I may have to reconsider my policies. Or just switch to a different service. I could go over to Kick. No, I looked at their community guidelines and immediately went, yeah, nah, this isn't really, nah. Might as well just stay on YouTube then. I've never looked into Rumble, but I hear about that one sometimes. I heard its back end is a super pain in the butt to work with, though. but, I'm always looking for a YouTube alternative, and I swear there just isn't one. I've seen so many come and go. And I hear Twitch is kind of on the way out now, too. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. I'll believe it when I see it. I tried Twitch once, twice. Didn't care for it much. Genome sequencing. I wonder where that one goes, if that one doesn't count as a cave. If this one doesn't count as a cave either, where do they go then? The biggest thing I'm hoping out of all the AI stuff is the improvement to doctors. I'm really hoping. Really hoping. I used to have really good doctors. And then we changed to something cheaper. My insurance. And now... not so much. Yeah. We'll leave it at that. Oh hey, Phantom Greaves. An attack up. I only need one more and I'll have a set that's actually a correct set for... oh, hi. Hey, no, you... what? Okay. Gotcha. I'll take that. I've heard about that. Yeah, for a while they had sex educational videos that they somehow got away with putting those on YouTube. What the hell? Oh, let's try a random sand trap. Yeah. Rumble is great for controversial topics. I mean, I appreciate being less censorious. I don't know. Are you gonna make any traction though if you're on Rumble? Like, is anybody ever gonna see you? Or do you have to bring your audience from other platforms? That's usually what it comes down to, is these services are like, yeah, if this would be great if you already have an audience to bring them with you. But new people won't find you. Oh, great. Hold on. Let me consider my bows. I think... oh, this is garbage. Give me that! Yep. Yeah. We'll see. Someday, YouTube is going to be replaced. It is inevitable. The question is only, when will it happen? How long must we suffer before it happens? I was actually kind of hoping I could put the chest on the end, but I guess not. I get a rock? I want to do some mining, but unfortunately I don't have a mining tool just now. Ow. Ooh. do like those, but no. Still don't know what I should use Gibdo Guts for. I have no idea. Facebook is the best streaming service. I mean, I wouldn't mind going down to 30p 720. Like, I would be willing to make the sacrifice to get off of YouTube, but then I'd be on Facebook. Let me ask you a question. How much do you trust Zuckerberg? Does he seem more trustworthy than Google? Maybe a little. Maybe a little. But that's not to his credit. That's just because Google is Google. You're gonna have to do better than that. I'm serious though. I would be willing to go down in video quality. I could live with that. I understand that streaming is expensive, video hosting, and that's something important to me also, is that the video hosting of YouTube. Like, if you use another service like Twitch, your videos will only be on it for so long, and then they'll just be removed, deleted, and I find that unacceptable. Which really narrows your options, let me tell you. That kind of hosting is expensive. So yeah, because of how expensive hosting all the videos are and streaming all the videos, I could totally understand that without the backing of a big tech company like Google or something that's willing to lose money, you're gonna have lower quality. And that to me is an acceptable trade-off. If you, you know, can solve all the other problems. The biggest difficulty, though, there's kind of a catch-22 in creating a streaming service. If you don't have an audience coming to your streaming service, then creators won't want to come to it. But if you don't have creators that people want to watch, you won't get an audience. And so somehow your service has to convince people who want to watch and people who want to produce to come to it. That probably sounds obvious, but it's actually really difficult to do in practice. It's easy to build the tech, to build the site. That's the easy part. Alright, let's get out of this place. Out. What am I doing? I have a simple way out. Huh. Ancient altar ruins, huh? Okay. I simply have to go back here and shoot myself out of a cannon and go exploring again. Not trust the thin men, embrace the elders. You think he's a thin man? I thought he was a lizard person. Possibly a robotic lizard person. I don't know. A thin man, huh? I mean, I could kind of see it. Maybe. You can forever upload your VODs to Twitch? Since when? Oh yeah, no, I don't trust Twitch at all either. Twitch is worse than YouTube. Twitch has the weirdest damn rules. Very arbitrary. Alright. Wait, no, wrong way. Ah, yes. What's this? Hello. I'm just burning up all these fire fruit I collected, but I collected a lot of them, so I don't mind. Hi. Hiding under a rock isn't good enough for you anymore. You have to hide under a rock and leaves. I'm gonna go grab a drink real quick. I'll let this warp. I'll be right back. Coconut pineapple drink, and I'm 99%, okay, 90% positive that I left it in the freezer too long, and when I open the can and it loses the pressure, it will probably stop being a liquid. Which is super annoying, because I want to drink it, but it probably will freeze the moment I open the can. What should I do? Alright, let's see. Okay, that one. We did those over there. Yeah, that's them over there. Alright. I guess I should hit that one way over there? And then work my way along this way with a sand seal or something? Maybe I can build a vehicle that can get me skimming along the sand quickly. I guess a sled with 2 fans? And 6 rockets? Something like that. Or maybe a flying machine of some kind? $1080p is expensive. We can expect it from any platform that's big tech and has big money behind it. I know I'm traveling fast-ish, but it always feels slow when you're gliding way up in the air. Cyberpunk? You want to use Cyberpunk as a benchmark? I'm not gonna dump on it because I haven't personally played it, but from all that I've heard, I wouldn't use it as a benchmark of anything. Flat. Ooh, look at all the shock fruit. I have more than I can eat already. And there's Volt Fruit over there, which is actually electric resistance. I find it a little weird that the Gerudo got the electricity. You'd think that all the electrical stuff would have been in the jungle where it was constantly rainstorms. Just blast my dazzle fruit away. That wasn't very nice. I've grown to become increasingly annoyed with the go up to them, push A to activate their ability mechanic. I think it's just a bad mechanic. I don't know where Google gets all its money from, but I have my suspicions. Of the big tech companies, I think Google is the least stable right now. In the next decade, Google could become what Yahoo is right now. Could. The other big companies all have physical products and real-world presences of some kind or another. Google, they don't have anything that couldn't be taken from them. And Microsoft is hungry. Microsoft wishes to devour Google. They do. And they've wanted to for a long time. So Google right now is forced to do all of this AI stuff just to tread water, just to keep the investors they already have. They're not, I don't believe they're actually gaining additional market share by doing this. They're pouring billions of dollars into this tech just to not lose what they already have, because they're afraid. And for good reason. A slick advertising campaign and some cool new features, and Gmail could become obsolete. Somebody else could take email dominance. Same goes for Google Documents. I mean, there's nothing special about Google Docs at all that somebody else couldn't recreate easily. There we go. In the drink with you. And it's like that for pretty much every major Google product. The only thing that they can do is throw money at it. So they have reason to fear, Microsoft specifically. I mean, you'd probably expect Facebook or other things, but I think Apple and Microsoft are the two most dangerous players right now. If you were Google, those are the two that they're most afeared of, I think. Google, Microsoft has been trying to make Bing a thing for a long time. Microsoft used to control almost a third of the search market. Back in the days of Yahoo. This was a while ago. But they used to control a fairly big amount, and they wanted to control the internet. Microsoft really wanted to have this search engine, and they pumped big money into it. And they bought things, and legal action had to be taken to shut them down, prevent them from taking over everything they wanted. Google is a young company with very shallow roots. It's not been around very long. It really hasn't, in the scheme of things. Ah, perfect. But yeah, I mean, we kind kind of laugh about Bing, like, ha ha ha, Bing is so useless, but it could have been. They had some advertising campaigns. At one point, they were offering some kind of prizes and things just for using their search engine. I don't really know the details, because I didn't even know it was a thing until recently. I'd never heard of it. The latest attempt to do the Bing AI thing. I mean, I can only imagine what was going on internally at Microsoft. Like, this is our chance. This is our chance to finally replace Google as the search engine. We can do it. Oh, nope, the thing we made was horrible and we rushed the tech out too soon. But Google is going to have to shove all kinds of AI features into their search engine. They already own, they've got, what, 90% dominance of the search engine market? They're not going to gain any more by spending billions of dollars enhancing their search engine. It's not going to make them any bigger. They have to spend that money just to hold their current market position. So someone doesn't take it from them. And that's a terrible position to be in. As I said, Apple has physical products. I think Apple's going to be around. Microsoft, I think Microsoft's going to be around for a while yet. They sell products. They don't just rely on advertising and stealing data, although that is, you know, they do that too. But, yeah. Amazon. Amazon's gonna be around for a while. I don't know what kind of catastrophic mistake Amazon would have to do at this point to lose. And I don't know what to make of Facebook, to be honest. In a lot of the world, Facebook is a really, really, really big deal. They basically think of it as the internet. And it's got Instagram and other things. Yeah, I basically don't know what to make of Facebook. Oh, hello. You're here too? Dude, you're really getting around. What have we got? What is this crazy janky ass sign you've built? Like this? But of course, as always, don't take anything I say as at face value. I'm just some guy. I am not any kind of market analyst or anything. This is just the way I see things. I guess, I don't know. Look, I have a bunch of these. I'm never going to use 106 of them. And I'm going to keep pulling them, receiving more. So, I'll just staple one here. Hot glue one over there. It's stable. Whoops. There you go. Oh, boo. Fine, I'll fix it. Where's my thing? Where's my beautiful sculpture of birds and things? Alright. looks stable, right? Yeah, that looks stable, right? What? Nothing happened. It didn't fall over. It didn't fall over, I swear. What do you mean? Okay, that was definitely a bug. What am I doing falling off a cliff? I'm trying to move an object. Look, I'm just trying to... Okay, that's great, I guess. There. That's stability. No, Microsoft's worse than Google. Microsoft might be the worst. I don't know. Deadest Dungeon 2 when? Deadest Dungeon? Interesting. Anyway, I don't know. When the Darkest Dungeon 2 is finished and DLCs are out, I'll look at it. I'm more interested in the other one I keep talking about. Okay. The big mod pack for the Darkest Dungeon. Oh yes, the Chinese one, TikTok. Who can forget that? Oh yes, you guys know my deep and abiding love for the TikTokers. Of course. Well, okay, that was not enough. I'll eat this. I almost died from heat stroke, apparently. Okay, our next target should be... Let's see, who did those? I guess it's over there next. Yeah, I've heard that before. Yeah, the kids do not want to be on the same social media as their parents. And there's truth in that. There's truth in that. The thing is, so, Facebook... Black Reliquary, yeah, it doesn't have a final area? Really? I didn't know that. Anyway, so... As I said, I don't know what to make of Facebook's position on a whole, but here's what I do know. Facebook has basically reached market saturation. They literally brought the internet to countries that didn't have internet so that they could sell more Facebook, basically. They could get them addicted to it. There's parts of the world that literally thinks of the internet as Facebook. Like, that's what they know of the internet, is Facebook. So it's very popular in foreign countries. However, it's kind of got a time limit on it. Before, there too, it becomes, you know, the old person thing. Who knows? Maybe cultural differences will save it. Maybe Filipinos will love it for 100 years. Maybe I'm completely mistaken on this, but that's my understanding. Facebook has kind of a time. Every social media has kind of the same sorts of issues. They don't get to stay hip and young forever. Eventually, the next generation comes out, and if you don't catch the next generation, they'll go to something new, like TikTok, as the case may be. So, yeah, difficult market. It's only a problem because they took investor money, which was a I always complain, like, taking investor money is a trap. It's a bad idea. Don't do it. Don't do it! Once you have a stock, and you have investors of any kind, but we'll just use stock because that's the most common form, you have to get bigger. Because the investors, they didn't give you money because they're nice guys. They gave you money because they want more money. That's why people buy stock. So you have to get them more money by getting bigger. And bigger. And bigger. It's kind of a Ponzi scheme, kinda. This is a problem when you're... Yeah, this is great when you're growing. Oh my gosh! We've been given millions of dollars! We will displace all the other social media with our brilliant, slick advertising campaign and become the biggest! Ha-ha! We're the biggest now! But we have to get bigger. And we have to get bigger. And we have to get bigger. And eventually, you reach the point where there's just no more room to grow. You've gotten too big. There's no place left to get bigger. And now what do you do? For survival, you can't fail. You have to do something. You can't stand still and stagnate, or everything will fall apart. And it's just a terrible position to be in. I really do think stock is a mistake. Like, just the stock market in general was a mistake on a societal level. And, the big problem is if you were one of the smaller social medias that was going to be sustainable, you've been displaced by the guy with all of the money. Like, you could have built something just like Facebook, even better than Facebook, but everybody's on Facebook and nobody's using your platform. So you just kind of get pushed out of the market and cease to be relevant. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of investors, investor money, and all that. I really do think capitalism is the best system we've got. I really do. But there are some problems that I can't figure out how to remove from the system. I don't have the imagination to imagine a system where these are not possible without becoming a command economy of some kind. It is really hard to make certain things illegal, you know? This is a really cool place. It's a dungeon of some kind filled with these undead. I mean, it's not the first time I've seen a prison filled with undead, but I don't know, this one's really cool. We're opening things and going down through cells and crawling under things. And this is just some random hole in the ground. Like, this isn't actually a story dungeon or anything. There isn't anything important or crucial here. This is just some random hole in the ground that I jumped in because I wanted to. I don't think... I've never played World of Warcraft, okay? To be fair. But I have a hard time imagining another game that's got exploration of this level. Like, maybe some of the MMOs that had really long lifespans and tons of time and money put into them, maybe could have this level of exploration. But I somehow doubt that they would. Because they were more of content grinders. They wanted you to do the same thing over and over again a million times. There's got to be something worth finding in here, right? I still wonder what you are. Your mouths are weird. Why do you have these immunities? What are you? Will we find the secrets in this place? Will we learn what these things are? Probably not. Okay, there's definitely a chest there. But how to get there? That is the question. Here? Is it? No. Raid Shower Legends. Yes, of course. You know, for years I've been thinking, you know what, I should probably just stream trying that game. I don't expect it to be a good game. But, you know what, I should at least take a peek at it one of these days. Just to see what it is. For myself. You'll notice I've never taken their sponsorships because I haven't looked at their game, and I wouldn't take a sponsorship for something that I haven't tried myself and like. If you're gonna sell your integrity, make sure you sell for a high price, because once it's gone, you'll never get it back. But, jokes aside, yeah. Private plus corporate power. You know, Mussolini had a definition for that. Mussolini, that's a guy who I think we can agree is probably an expert on what fascism is, I would think, right? Like Mussolini, pretty famous. Definitely liked fascism. That guy, right? Yeah. It was the lucrative merger of corporations and the state? I might not have worded it quite the way he did. I might be slightly misquoting him, so by all means, double check me. But I think it was something like that. Okay, I still still don't know how to get to this chest. This is clearly the treasure of this place. Somehow, I need to get... Alright, you know what? I know the correct way to do this. I know how to solve this equation. Okay, now I just need to find my way to that box while down here. How hard can that be? Why am I suddenly worried I'll spend the entire stream down here? Okay, we already tried this spot, but let's take a peek. How close are we? Not there. Okay. Okay, that's where we just came from. Alright, we tried going up some of these holes. That was interesting. Did I do this one? Did I do this prison cell? Oh, hi. Greetings. Oh. Well, we seem to have found our way. It's a shrine. Ow! I don't want that. Alright, I want it a little bit. But only a tiny bit. Statue move. I was expecting the gate underneath to open, but... Okay. The Chim Chim Shrine. Chim Chimney Chim Chim Chiroo? Alright, let's go in it. I know, I'll discard the Master Sword. I probably don't need that thing anymore. To the next hole in the ground. And it should be pretty close to where we are, though I might not be able to find it without reigniting the Satori. This can go away. Yeah, they're gone now. But I know that the next cave openings are somewhere over here-ish. You know what I should do? I should find, like, the off-raid Raid Shadow Legends. Like... Assault, Darkness, Glory, Raid Shadow Legendaries. just the slightly off one, and then advertise that. Because you know, with the ubiquity of Raid Shadow Legends, you know somewhere out there has to be, like, the Chinese knockoff brand. The bootleg version of Raid Shadow Legends. Yeah, that should be the one that I play. That should be the one that I stream. I really am interested in seeing the end of the quest with all the bubble frogs, but I don't think I'm going to find them all this game. Maybe when all the DLC come out and I try to do all the shrines and do everything. For now I'm just exploring for fun, and then eventually I'll go in and finish the game, which I'm not 100% sure how to do at the moment. There's quite a few loose ends still at large right now. Ah! Are these things cheaper by the dozen or something? I just keep finding more of them. I thought they were supposed to sort of be a big deal, but maybe not. In like every chest ever. Oh, hello, you. You beautiful, majestic creature, you. I don't know exactly what's up with those, but they gotta be some kind of spirit. No! They slow motion walk. Hey, where does my sand boots? I have boots specifically to help me walk in sand. I can't tell that it's helping. Anything else interesting down here? Nope. Just a rather absurd number of bright bloom seeds. Oh yeah, Anakin loves sand almost as much as he loves the younglings. Such a stand-up guy. I actually need to see the animated Star Wars series, the CG one with the with Anakin as the main character, I believe. It's got the alien girl with the tentacle hair, Ashoka or something. I'm not sure, but I do need to give that a watch at some point. Alright, I'm gonna have to give this Tory another apple. You'd think he'd have figured out by now that I'm just gonna take the apple right back. Mmm. Oh yeah. Padme the Cradle Robber. Yes, of course. She can't control herself around somebody who doesn't like sand. It's true, it makes all the ladies crazy about you. Lucas knows his shit. I hear pickup artists use that line all the time. Yeah, yeah, Clone Wars. Clone Wars, that's the one. No, that's right, of course. Yeah, I don't think I'm ever gonna bother watching the new trilogy. I don't think I'm ever gonna bother with it. I watched The Force Awakens. I watched the first one and it was fun. I enjoyed it. But I had lost any interest in watching more of them. I mean, my gosh. She had so much Force power. She managed to beat the resident Darth Vader in a lightsaber fight. Like, just holding her own against him. She'd never touched a lightsaber before. But, oh yeah, sure, okay, yeah, you can hold your own against this guy who's... I mean, I'd assume he's pretty freaking good with a lightsaber. He stopped a blaster bolt with the Force, which was really cool introduction. But then he had to be incredibly lame as a character. Having little tantrums and smashing up machinery with his lightsaber. It's like, I can't take this guy seriously at all. Not at all. You could have just kept the mask on the entire movie and not thrown tantrums, and you would have been considered a great villain. Anyway, I've heard things about the movies that came after, and they just nah. I have a friend who really, really liked the second movie. Hey, you know, if he enjoys it, he enjoys it. Good for him. But he was trying to sell me on it, and I was... the more he talked, the more I didn't care to watch it. So... yeah. Wait, there was never a chasm in the desert? Desert Rift? You're new. There's more caves over there, and it's on a timer, and I'm gonna go check out this. Oh, hey, a box. Well, already it's paying off. Never mind, it's garbage. An old corroded sword. Great, thanks. I know where I can find piles of those. Oh, hi. Don't mind me, just passing through. Shock fruit, one of your many weaknesses, just sitting right next to you. All around you. Well, you guys are well positioned, then, aren't you? I could just staple these to a spear and poke you. First poke, you get shocked. Remaining pokes, you get more dead. More dead than you already are. Why is this rift here? It's got ruins all through it and on both sides. What is this? Why is this? Oh, I'm out of... Oh, wait, no, I still got some. What is this area? Oh, you know this area's got to be something. There's got to be some quest about this one. Oh, yeah. I don't know. I think that modern Lucasfilm, Kathleen Kennedy just must hate Harrison Ford. Because not only did she have to go and kill our favorite smuggler, but they also decided that they needed to kill him in his only other famous role as Indiana Jones. Although I heard that they changed their minds and that they've changed it to he wants to die and his daughter knocks him out and drags him off or something? I don't know. It's not like I'm gonna go watch Dial of Destiny to find out. But it's like, they're just like, you know what, guys, maybe we shouldn't kill Indiana Jones. Maybe that's a bad idea, guys. Valley of Silent Statues. Well, I've already been in this cave before, although the bleeper is bleeping, so... Oh, I know this place. Oh, I know exactly where this is. Man, I don't want to go in here again. If there's a bubble frog down there, that's its problem. Alright, have I been in... Nope, we haven't been down this one. Let's go! I don't know why. He's got to have enough money. There has to be a point where you have enough money. The only reason you do a movie is because you wanted to do the movie, I would think. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he has horrific gambling debts I don't know about. Gerudo Sanctuary? Well, clearly one of those balls goes down here. Do I bring... The town has like a half dozen of them, but they're too small for that one. Do I need to find a big ball somewhere around here? I already did the Gerudo town, and nobody told me anything about this. But maybe...
Mm-hmm.
Boy. This is a hard one. I didn't know Hylians could make ice. Oh yes, we're very good at it. We use our eyes. We stare really hard at the water, and it gets scared, and it freezes up. Can you have this ice? No, we're also very greedy. Make a hunk of ice that fits an alcove? Why do you need to fit into an alcove? Cut it. I don't actually know how to cut ice. Alright, what if I, tried freezing here? I don't think they come in smaller sizes. I really don't. So there's got to be a way to break them, but if I know how it's done, can't you just use the big chunk? What do you want me to do about this? I don't know what to do about this. Okay, that's a one-hander. I don't have a mace-like weapon right now. I don't know how to break ice. I don't know what to do, ma'am. I'm confused by your request. There's some hooks and tools and... I don't know what to do. I'm just gonna move along. I've got better things to do. Harrison needs the money to crash more planes. No. She's decided to give caviar and wine to all the starving orphans. The really expensive brands. Yes, that's what it is. Okay, I don't think there are any others to do. So we just have the mysterious one I can't get into, and there's this lady who wants to cut ice. I think I've finished caving out this corner. I'm pretty sure that these mountains up here probably have caves in them, but this doesn't expose it, so we just did this zone. There are probably a million more caves across the land, but I don't have a ton of time left. I'm gonna do some shrines. I think tomorrow we're probably gonna dick around in the underworld, and then we're probably just gonna start pushing the plot again. I'll probably finish with this game this week. Probably. the beguiler trait. Ah. I do want to play more Renowned Explorers also. Stocking a path. Darn gravity. My nemesis. Screw stacking a path. No, wait. Yes! Perfect! Oh no, this is annoying. Oh, this one's heavy. I see. Ah. Okay. That's gonna be a problem. Because I can't climb it. But it's heavy. Guess it goes here. That works. Okay, that's a winner there. Now the only question is this box. Prop receptors or go home. Oh, your crappy wands. Spelunking for Star Destroyers. Never beaten the Shire? Huh? Is that so? I kind of want to go through the entire game and just do every single area just for fun. Like, just every single one. Not stop the game after 5, but just do them all. Alright. Let's pay a visit to a friend while we're here. A short visit. I probably want to equip something, better. There we go. Yeah, that'll work. Greetings! Hey, I hit you in the face 3 times. You're supposed to get messed up by that. Shit. What are you doing not falling down when I hit you in the face? And that kind of got struck by lightning, but it didn't do anything. Nice try. Nope. Oh, come on. You've done this one already. Oh, thank you. All right. No guts. Why do they never have guts? It's annoying. Who's breeding all these defective Lionels? And how are they eating? The sheep area. Really? The sheep area always beats me, huh? Well, I may have to try to beat that one. I do seem to remember the sheep kicking my butt. Now that you mention it, I do remember struggling it. Oh, this one's just a gimme. Cool. I'll take it. Cool, another big battery. Well, those are nice, I guess. Although as my battery pack gets better and better, I find myself wondering really what the value of those are. Oh man, the Lionels are the hardest thing in the game. The actual bosses of the game have been easy. The Lionels kick your butt if you're not careful. That one was like the weakest kind of Lionel too. And I still managed to let it get some cracks at me. Fighting in that arena underground is hard. But they give you the stuff to make permanent battery upgrades, so it balances out. I just wish I could upgrade my armor a little bit more. My knight's armor specifically for them. Oh. Lever power. Welcome to Carnival Games Simulator. I think this board lasted through all the ages since it was put in here. Huh? Worth a shot. No, definitely not. Everything about that's wrong. Oh, that's a hit. Splat! No, I'm fine. Hello. How do I get to you? There's a ladder. Why? Why though? Why? Okay, I have an idea. No. Aha! Wow, 1,000-year-old beverages. I love drinking 1,000-year-old beverages. They have a special something you just can't find in things that haven't aged that long. Okay, let's try that again. Let's get out of here. I'm afraid I'm only gonna have time for maybe one more shrine tonight. We have so many to pick from. I gotta figure out how to get into Lost Woods though. And that storm area. And how to undragon a princess. Let me see. A prince gets unfrogged with the kiss of a princess. So a princess that's been transformed. Now, where can I find a prince to kiss her? Ah, Ganon's the Prince of Darkness, of course! All I have to do is convince Ganon to kiss her and everything will be fixed. How hard can that be? Maybe if I rough him up a bit, he'll agree. Just beat the crap out of him. And since that was already the goal, anyway. Did Hadriex forget about powers, or can you not swim there? Nothing or the left? I'm sorry, what's the subject now? What powers did I forget, and where are we swimming to? Should have been paying attention to whatever the title of this was. My mistake. Put it back. What do you want from me? There it goes. Well, that's kind of cool. The reverse time lends itself to some really interesting, just physics interactions. Oh. Nope. What was the puzzle here? Oh well. Oh my gosh, this one is giving me a ton of things. What are you doing? Oh, hi, here's a ball. Okay. Alright, let's go. Sure, why not? We can have Princess Toadstool and Bowser, and then Zelda and Ganon. Maybe it'll finally solve all the problems. Look, Ganon just wants to conquer Hyrule. So if Zelda just married him, boom, problem solved. No need for all the wars and the monsters and everything. Look, just a political marriage. This is how it should have been done, Ganon. also still have the 2 mazes to explore. Looks like I've flagged at least 3 more shrines. No, 4 more shrines. No, wait, 5. Okay, I've got a bunch of shrines flagged I haven't been to yet. Plus we found that 1 shrine crystal I didn't know what to do with. But whatever. Adjust the... I'm melting it! I should have partially melted the ice. Ah. Okay, well, anyway, I'm gonna go to bed now. Yep. Yep. So, until next time, and every time, this is Hadriex signing off. Ganon's a sadist who messes with people? And you think that would be out of place with a royal family? I don't know. I've heard some stories about historical royals. Anyway. There we go. No, wait. What'd you get in the dock? There you go. Good night, all.